Mr. Jim Hartson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brenna.
We're so blessed to have you here.
Thank you.
I want to start out by saying not only have I gotten to know you over the years through business, we've worked together, but you've become a very good friend of mine. You inspire me. I'm glad we're friends on Facebook because I copy all of your quotes. Do you notice that? Do you notice that?
Yeah, everybody wonders about my quotes, but it's just because I read a lot.
I love them. I
Thank
do.
you.
I'm so inspired. So glad to have you on the show again. This is probably, you've been on our show the 4 times between our previous radio show and now this one. This will be your 4th time, I think, with me on the air.
I think so.
Well, thank you so much.
It's always fun.
Is it okay if I tell our listeners what you've done every day for the past 13 years?
Yeah, I guess. If you tell them the right thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's
sorry, half an hour difference. My friend Jim Hartson wakes up every day, 365 days a year for the past 13 years
That's correct.
at 4 a.m.
Correct.
And what do you do?
Hike 3 miles and run a mile.
Hike 3 miles and run a mile.
Now, I find that hard to believe, Jim, but I'll go with it. I'm going to believe you, but I just find that hard to believe.
Oh, I believe him.
I just,
Well, you can meet me tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock.
no way.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Thanks for asking, Jim.
What do you
You're
think
welcome.
about that, Alex?
I am impressed, to say the
Speechless.
least. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish I had that kind of dedication. I mean, I go to the gym, but it's like, if I wake up on Tuesday and I'm like, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock.
So is it a mindset?
Totally.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally a
Yeah,
mindset.
it becomes something you look forward to.
Do you
Really?
go the same? Do you have a route? Do you take
Yeah.
the same route?
Yeah. Sometimes I reverse the route just for
Just for kicks?
kicks,
Can we tell people where you're going to be so they can go out and paparazzi you?
No, thank you.
Okay.
You still
know
have the Jaguar you had last time you were here? I like the piping in the seats. The
Yeah.
blue piping on the
Yeah.
white. Is it the white seats, a cream color?
No. We got black now.
Oh, darn. Oh, you still
No,
have the,
No, he's got a
never
new
cream,
ride.
never cream again. Shows
Oh,
everything.
okay. Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
know. I had that before. But
I did notice you had a new ride, and I like it.
cool.
you.
That's
Very,
cool.
very nice. So, Jim, Williamson Hardware's your business.
Correct.
We have a big announcement to make this October. I want to talk about that a little bit.
I do?
Isn't October your 70th anniversary in the hardware business?
Yes, it is.
Not yours specifically, because
Our family.
obviously, right,
Correct.
your family. How do you do that? How do you get to be in business in Williamson, small town, for 70 years? I mean, you must be doing something right.
Well, I follow my grandfather's philosophy. And he was in the horse and cattle business. So, I mean, it's like being in a used car business today. And, it fascinated me, and I couldn't understand his business. And one day I asked him, I said, Grandpa, I don't understand your business. How do you do this? And he said, you want to know my business secret? And I said, yeah, I guess so. He said, well, I'll think about it. Maybe 15 minutes later, he looks at me and says, well, you're my only grandson. I guess I'll tell you my secret. I said, okay, what is it? He said, you got to do business with your friends because your enemies won't do business with you. Okay, you treat everybody like your best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Fair, square, honest. Do what you tell, whatever you say you're going to do, you do. That's what you do. And the rest takes care of itself. And that's the way my father ran the business. That's the way I run the business. And made a lot of friends.
Nice.
See, that's why Jim and I are friends.
Do you offer lunch when I come in? Like, sandwiches, maybe some sub sandwiches?
Why would he give you lunch?
Well, he said he's going to.
Well, we have
Hardware store.
we have free apples,
He's trying to
and we
get
have
him
free coffee,
commit.
and I always have free advice.
This is
Free advice.
it's a wealth of knowledge.
Alex, have you ever been out to Williamson Hardware?
I've never been to the hardware store, but I've been to Williamson. Used to drive through it all
Let
the
me
time.
paint you a picture of this gorgeous old building on the corner of
She has not been to Williamson. Route 21
and
Ridge Road.
okay, 3 floors. This place is. Downstairs is like this garden shop with patio furniture and bird houses and just fun stuff. Second floor, we've got the hardware store. We've got the Ace Paint, the Ace Hardware, Ace Paint, right? Am I right?
Correct.
I am so good this morning. I'm on fire. And the stove shop, which we're going to be talking a lot about your stove shop in today's show. And the third floor is like a Christmas shop, and everything you could imagine for Christmas decorating, gifts, and so on and so forth.
I
Very,
would
very cool.
probably just live up there all the time.
Do you
Because
like
Christmas is like,
Well,
it's the
it's
best.
not just Christmas either. It's
Christmas, Halloween.
we call it the country attic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That
it's really
makes
cool.
sense.
All year, so you got
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we got
room.
all year. We have things for a country home, from curtains and candles and gifts and all that type of thing. Yeah.
Do you have people
Great.
like local people that make things and bring them, like they do to sell? Or
We used to do that, not so much anymore. Yeah, but we got a lot of nifty stuff get from all over. Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place, even if you just went to browse around. And that's why he says 3 floors of wow, because it really is cool. And I know Pat had a question for Jim on the 70th year anniversary.
Which question was that?
You were going to ask him about really,
Oh.
like you said earlier, like really in this day and age, a
Oh, yeah,
family-owned
yeah.
hardware store. Let me just.
I thought you were
Are
gonna.
you
no.
okay?
I think I forgot.
We talked about this, Patrick.
I know we did. I just forgot.
But
All right.
in this day and
Yeah.
age,
How do you stay in business that long? Pretty much.
Well, like I said, you got to have knowledgeable people, and you got to deal honestly with people,
Yeah.
and have somebody there. There's always somebody there they can talk to, so that's
And that-
knowledgeable. It's going to know the answer.
So you have a key that's different than the big box. I mean, you're not getting eaten up
Yeah.
by the big box because you provide a little extra service,
Right,
or
right.
knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, you can go into any big box store and talk to the kid of the moment,
Yeah, and they don't know anything.
and they'll tell you the first thing that comes to their mind, and
Yeah.
it may be right and may be wrong. And
it's been wrong for me on several occasions, let me
Mm-hmm.
just say. Not that I don't want to see anything bad about anybody.
Right.
But,
That's the biggest frustration ever when you're shopping is when you go, especially a hardware store where you're going because you're doing a
You need
project and
help.
you need help and
Yeah.
you have specific questions and things are specifically measured or whatever, and you ask somebody and you buy the wrong thing and you get it home and you're like, who sold me this?
yeah, exactly. See, Alex has been there. She's a fixie chick, don't you know, Jim?
yeah.
All right. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to do more with Jim Hartson from Williamson Hardware. We're going to dive right into your stove shop. That's what I want to talk about today. We're going to talk about alternative heating options. We're going to talk about some new products on the market. And what else are we going to talk about? Got anything cool stories maybe? About 70 years in business? You got to have some stories for us.
We got lots of those.
All right,
Good. We're going to hear those.
All right. WNY Open House, folks. You can get there from PropertySourceRadio.com. It's the place to be for all of your Saturday and Sunday open houses in our highly taxed Monroe County, if you will. I'm Brenna Hartman, the Fixie Chick. 222-6397 is our number, and we'll